Hey, y'all, and welcome to the Everyday Athlete Podcast, recorded live from Omaha, Nebraska. And I'm your host, Katie Danger, U.S. Army veteran and founder of Red H Nutrition, providing everyday athletes just like you clean, effective nutritional solutions, custom formulated to help you reach your absolute potential every single day. Hey, everyday athletes, what is up? It is Katie Danger, and I am here for episode number 11 of the Everyday Athlete Podcast. And this podcast is titled The Everyday Athlete Manifesto. And this format for this podcast is a little bit different than what you've experienced in the past 10 episodes. What I'm doing here, is I oftentimes have some of the best ideas when I'm getting out of the shower or when I'm getting ready in the morning. And lately, I've been wanting to capture those ideas. So I've been keeping my phone around, my iPad around, and when I have a great idea, I just hit record. So I get that audio clip and I'll come back to it later and I'll see if it makes any sense or see if it's worth repeating or sharing. And this particular thought, this particular stream of consciousness that I had, it is all about the cause of what I'm doing. It's not the why, it's the cause. Oftentimes I'm disgruntled, very, very disheartened by the way that leadership operates nowadays. Most leadership operates with vanity metrics in mind, like how much revenue are we making? How much profit? Have we gone public? Who's bought our shares? Stockholders, things like that. And, they sound really pretty to them, but what value does any of this have to the actual customer or the athlete? Now, when I refer to customer, I'm talking from a business perspective, but I like to call my customers athletes. And I've found myself deeply wanting to lead from a different approach. I want to focus more on what the true causes of what we're doing here at Red H Nutrition, what I am put on this earth for, rather than focus on being the best or the most valuable or what's trendy at the time. I absolutely refuse to chase trends. There are brands out there are companies out there in the health and fitness world that are chasing trends: keto, Atkins, low carb, high fat, carnivore, plant-based, vegan, you name it. Their brands are here only because a trend exists. But I have got to make it my mission to exist longer than a trend, because I believe I've got something very powerful and empowering to offer my audience, my athletes, my listeners. So I thought that the athletes, my listeners, you guys deserve to know what makes this whole operation tick. What makes my mind go? Why do I get up in the morning and keep grinding at this where sometimes it's really, really hard because, owning a business is hard. I share this so I can align myself with like-minded athletes, and it makes this community even stronger than it is. I want to be clear on something though. Red H Nutrition is my why. It is the fruition of wanting to find a way to help anyone looking to optimize their fitness and nutrition bridge the gaps between wellness and performance. But the real cause, the real reason I get up in the morning and grind away day in and day out is because I believe that everyone should be empowered through fitness. There is no better way to empower yourself to reach your potential than through empowering, stimulating, and fun physical activity. I believe that if you're not mentally optimal, you can find solace in fitness. If you're not emotionally optimal, fitness can provide you with literal endorphins to help your body overcome its current physiological state. If you're struggling spiritually, you can find fitness as a safe place where communities can lift each other up and reinforce the strength you have within. It's incredibly important that I make this distinction between our why and our cause, because the cause that I'm talking about is going to keep us on the right track. We're going to be able to endure through thick and thin as trends come and go, as the fitness world changes. It's the driving force that's going to keep this entire thing focused on that singular outcome, which is simply empowering every last person on earth to take back control of their health and wellness, no matter what time in their life they choose to do so. And I really mean this. Like, you can take back control whether you're minutes from death or whether you've got decades to go. The average lifespan right now in America is 79 years old. So I don't care if you are on your deathbed and listening to this, you have every moment to take back control of your life and empower yourself through fitness. I can't stand by anymore and watch as people take a back seat to their own lives. I can't watch people believe that they have to come to a sickness or when their only options are medications for life. Chronic diseases and sedentary lifestyles are killing people, and our healthcare industry they don't have any interest in fixing it. They only want to profit from it. It's not if somebody can take back control, but it's when they choose to do so. This cause that I talk about, our cause, my athletes' cause, the community's cause, we've all rallied because this is communicating this opportunity for change and empowering others through their ownership sooner than later. That's what we want to do. We want to empower people sooner than later. And by being a listener of this podcast, by being an everyday athlete, whether or not you're actually a customer and purchased our supplements before, if you believe in the cause, I have you to understand that we have to keep service in mind. It's service. How can we do more? How can we be more? How can we give more to those around us? How can we use what we know and our experiences to inspire others and see the best in themselves? So I mentioned before that my best ideas often come while I'm getting ready for my day. And in this particular case, I was actually out of the shower. I had this really, really overwhelming feeling that I just had to start talking. And what you're going to hear now is a raw, unedited clip. It's about 9 minutes long of me simply explaining in more depth what this cause is all about. What do I mean by empowering others to take back control of their health and wellness? So this is what you're going to get. It's a clear vision of the cause and what our team, our brand, and our identity is, and essentially what our destiny is. I seize the moment, I hit record, and I really hope that you enjoy. Just remember what you're going to hear next is a raw, unedited clip of myself in a stream of consciousness. You get kind of like a backstage look at what goes on inside my mind. I hope you guys enjoy, okay? Have a fantastic day, and we will talk to you again in episode number 12. Ever heard the saying, failing to prepare is preparing to fail? A major component to your competitive success will be your nutrition prep. And I created a competition nutrition guide to help you utilize pre, intra, and post-competition nutrition protocols, boost your confidence heading into a competition, recover quicker post-comp so you get right back to training, and increase your power output and max capacity so you can own that podium. I created this guide just for the everyday athlete, and you can get your free copy at competitionnutritionguide.com. I'll say again, competitionnutritionguide.com. So the everyday athlete, who or what is the everyday athlete? What is this movement all about? Well, it is more than just supplements. It is more than your workouts. It's more than the food that you put in your mouth. This cause, this movement is about empowering somebody to take back control of their life. And the most empowering, the most powerful, the most consequential way to take control of your life is by physically being fit. And that definition of fitness, it shouldn't scare anybody off. Fitness is about empowerment to move your body through space the way that only a human can do. We were given a body that is so incredibly unique, it is so special, and it is, in fact, so complex that there are so many things we still don't even know about it. And in this lifetime, my lifetime, your lifetime, maybe even our kids' and grandkids' lifetime, we will never even know. That's how powerful our bodies are. So when it comes to the everyday athlete, this is about a belief. This is about a mindset and a cause that no matter where you are at in your life, no matter how good or not good your body moves or acts right now, you always have the opportunity to improve it. But first, it doesn't start with going to the gym. It doesn't start with eating a salad. It doesn't start with putting a pill or a vitamin or a fat burner in your mouth. It starts with your mind. It starts with having control of your mind and the belief that if you are 1 second from death or decades from death, that it is not the end, because you always have a choice to be better, to move better, to live better. There is no reason that anybody should ever succumb to circumstances outside of their control. If you have a brain that is still functioning and you exist in your reality, at any moment you can take a step back and say, no, I am going to live my life with the purpose that I see it and fulfill it for yourself and not for anybody else. And really what gets me going, what grinds my gears is this push to medicate, this push to Band-Aid, to put antiseptic on things. And while I realize that there are some physical ailments that require doctor's visits, that require hospitalization and doctor's care, I'm talking about the chronic conditions that we willfully are choosing to accept as a reality. I want to let you know that for a very long time, I have told people that I'm going to live to be 100 years old. And really, it's because I choose that because I think it is a human achievement. It is a feat of having a strong mindset, a strong core foundation of beliefs, a strong body, strong emotional intelligence. Then I recently found out that based on our biology, based on science's current research, we have the ability to live to be 120 years old. So now that's the story I'm telling myself. I want to fulfill my destiny as a human on my terms. And that means I get to live life how I want it. That means I am choosing to live a purposeful, meaningful life that takes into account my ability to choose my spiritual outcomes, my mental outcomes, my emotional outcomes and attitude, my relationship outcomes, who I surround myself with, and how I choose to manage my finances. Because I believe all of those factors go into what makes us a healthy human. And in essence, that's our fitness. That is our fitness, our mental aspect, our physical, our emotional, our spiritual, our financial, our relationships. Those are all factors and facets of what makes us fit. And at any moment, whatever is unfit about those, we can take control of. If you're in debt, that's fine. You can always do better the very next moment. If you have a bad attitude, you can change it at any moment. If you're surrounding yourself with people who aren't good for you, you can change that at any moment you want to. This is my cause. This is what I believe the everyday athlete is capable of. You see, the everyday athlete is faced every single day with all of these balancing acts: the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, the physical, the relationship, the finances, all of those things. Try and name me one thing that you face in your life that doesn't fit in one of those facets. This is the everyday athlete, trying to find fitness in all of those components, having a strong physical body, having a resilient mind, having a set of foundational philosophies and principles and values that guide you, having emotional intelligence to know that you have a choice to take a step back and evaluate a situation before you react, surrounding yourself with people that you choose, making smart money decisions that put you in a position to be wealthy. And remember, all of these things that I'm saying are defined by you and only you, but they don't have to ever wear on your soul. You can have it all and more. This is what the Everyday Athlete cause is about. It is not just about supplements. With Ready Nutrition, our why is to optimize and bridge that gap between wellness and performance. So it is very, very closely related to the physical component. But there's also an emotional component to that. If you feel good and you look good, well, you're probably going to display that in your attitude and the way you carry yourself. You're going to surround yourself with people and attract people who are awesome, just like you are. You're going to have a great mindset. You probably have got a good guiding set of values and principles. So you can see how this is actually like a cyclical wheel, right? They all feed into each other, or a Venn diagram. And right in the middle, where all these intersect, is true fitness. It is the everyday athlete. It is finding a way to maintain all of those factors: spiritual, mental, emotional, relationship, physical, and financial, and balance them all successfully and feel good about all of them, because it is possible. That's what the everyday athlete should be striving for. Absolute competence in all of those facets, because that is what truly makes the best athletes out there, the best humans out there. And that's what I'm here to do, to foster each and every one of the people who listens to me, to people who are on this team, to people who believe in the Ready Nutrition components of fitness, that you can do anything that you set your mind to, and all you have to do is surround yourself with great people, and you will get there. Believe in yourself, surround yourself with good people. The everyday athlete, this utopia that I just described, you may not reach it in one day. In fact, what would be the fun in that? This is a journey and this is a process, and no matter how cliche that may sound, it is absolutely 100% the truth. So I just wanted to get out what the real cause is, what I'm actually preaching and communicating and trying to instill to the people that will listen. If you want to be a part of this movement, if you want to be an everyday athlete, you are absolutely welcome. This is inclusive. It is for everybody. And we are going to leave this world a better place for ourselves, for our families, and for those families, and for the generations to come. It is not about now. It is not about the vanity metrics that often guide a lot of the things nowadays. How much money do you have in the bank? Do you have a six-pack abs? What's your body fat? What weight? What's your IQ? All those are vanity metrics and they don't matter. Put all that aside and make the choice today that you are going to live better and be better and have every opportunity to make a decision that makes sense for you. You are empowered. Nobody else controls you. It is you. And that should be incredibly empowering and powerful and make you get up out the seat and want to get out there and get some work done. Focus on yourself first, and everything else will come. Everything else will come. This is about the everyday athlete. This is my cause. This is my, I guess, this is what I foundationally, philosophically believe in and what guides me every single day. Red H Nutrition is my why, but my cause is the everyday athlete and the potential that every person has to be better than they were even a second ago. All right, athletes, I hope that you were inspired by that. I was so passionate about the feelings that I was having. There really was no other option than to hit record and make sure that I captured exactly what was on my mind. So I hope you're empowered. I hope you understand why I'm here, what I'm here to do, and how I am here to help you be your best self sooner than later. You always have the opportunity to take back control at any given moment. So don't ever, ever, ever pass up on that opportunity to seize that moment. And athletes, I know that you're juggling life and all of its responsibilities, and it can get overwhelming. And when it comes to improving your fitness and nutrition, Red H has you covered. Boost your strength, your power, your speed, your endurance. Improve your focus, clarity, and mood. Get better sleep, move pain-free, and ultimately amplify your life with Red H's supplements. As a listener of the Everyday Athlete podcast, as a believer in the Everyday Athlete Manifesto, I invite you to use a coupon code that I created just for you. It's podcast20. Use that at checkout and you'll take 20% off your entire order at redhshop.com. If you're ready to be better than you were yesterday, if you're ready to seize that moment, head over to redhshop.com right now. Find the supplement solution that's perfect for you and use code podcast20 and save 20%. You guys have a fantastic, awesome, wonderful day. We'll talk to you again in the next episode. This is Katie D, over and out.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.